just be honest, I'm seeing this video a lot on YouTube, and I thought I would tell you the 18 things that I don't buy, especially in 2023. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Megan. This channel is called Planting Birches, by the way. I love to create videos that will help you save money, that will help you be more productive, and will help you keep a tidy, organized home. Let me show you the 18 things that this mama doesn't buy. Number 1 and 2 are kind of besties, but I just want to show you, this mama doesn't buy water bottles and no juice. I used to give my kids juice all the time because they loved it and I love them. And then I looked on the back and I was like, that's a lot of sugar and that's a lot of money. What was I thinking? So I said, let's just finish up the juice that we have, and I stopped buying it. That saved me a good amount of money for the month, and they weren't consuming as much sugar. Now, if we go get Chipotle and then they get a little juice with that, that's fine. But as a day-to-day occurrence, there ain't no juice in this house, along with water bottles. And here's why no water bottles. Would I love for the reason to be because I'm very environmentally conscious? Yes, and that's probably part of it. But the main reason is because I don't know about you at your house, but when we get a bottle of water, we like drink it until it's 3/4 of the way gone. Then we forget whose bottle is who, and then nobody wants to use the other ones and it just gets wasted. So we have our own reusable water cups that we use around these parts to ensure less waste, and the nameless bottles that just make their way around the house, and then we forget about them, we lose them, and they pile up, and it's just too much. Number 3, I don't use fabric softener. Nope. I actually don't like the feeling that fabric softener gives to my clothes or the smell, but I wanted my clothes to be really clean and static free and just great, so I use vinegar. Let me show you what it looks like in my washing machine. I have a spot here that says softener on it. I fill the entire thing up to the max line with vinegar. I very carefully close it, also detergent. I very carefully close it. Sometimes it comes out, sometimes it doesn't. When it doesn't, I feel like I've won the lottery. And that's how my towels are fresher, my clothes are cleaner, less static in the dryer. You know how it is when you pull it out of the dryer and you're like, because it's just shocking you to death? Hey, it could be because you just need a little vinegar in your life. It's a beautiful thing, and the cost is gorgeous. Number 4, this mama does not buy K-cups. Used to buy K-cups, and then just shortly after I started using it, I was getting a lot of tummy problems, fatigue, headaches every single day. I just felt under the weather for months. And something kind of dinged in my brain cells, and I was like, maybe it's the K-cups. It's the only thing I changed. So I stopped using the K-cups, and within 24 hours, I felt like my old self. Now, some people told me, oh, you just need to clean it better. I cleaned it, folks. It didn't work, and it was brand new. I tried multiple different kinds of K-cups, some of them organic, some of them name brand, some of them store brand. I tried all the things, and it was bad news for me. Now, I've told other people about this, and those that were having extreme physical issues couldn't figure out what it was. They'd been to the doctor couldn't figure it out. They took K-cups out of their life and they felt better. And I am a big proponent on feeling good. So I just grind up my own beans and I make my own coffee every day, and I feel like $1,000,000. I could use a coffee right now, to be quite honest. Number 5, I do not buy food for more than a month. I'm not a prepper. I have no problem with that. I know certain people need to do it for the area that they live in, whether they have some weather, hurricane, earthquake type things in their area. It's really important for them to keep some extra food on hand in case of an emergency. But I like to buy for what we can use in a month. There's a couple of reasons why. 1, that's because my budget tells me that's what I can do. 2, my family likes to change their mind on things. So the second I buy enough to last until eternity, everyone has changed their mind and doesn't like it anymore. And also it makes sure that I use up everything that I have rather than letting things build up and then forgetting about them and them not getting used. So it works for our family. I know it's not for everybody, but it's a beautiful thing. By the way, if you love once a month grocery hauls, I got one coming up here in a couple of weeks, so get ready for that. Make sure that you're subscribed and you click your notification bell and you'll see it when it comes out. I'll take you into the store. I'll show you all the prices. We're gonna go shopping like nobody's business, and it's gonna be great fun. Number 6, I have not bought an air fryer. I know that's shocking, but here's the thing. I've really thought about it. I considered it because it looked pretty cool. But I thought, you know, all the things that an air fryer can do, I pretty much can do with my oven, my stove, and my pressure cooker. So while it's not the same, I feel like we're in a good place that I don't need to buy it. Do I think I'll never buy it? I don't know. Do I think that you should not have it? No. If you love it, use it. My dad just got one. It's just him. He loves it. My sister-in-law has one. She loves it. I say, you do you, but I don't have one and I'm A-okay. Number 7, I do not buy Tupperware or plasticware of any kind because I am obsessed with jars, like seriously obsessed. And that's how I keep my food fresh. Fresh food lasts amazingly well in these beautiful jars. You can put leftovers in there too. You can put all the things. It's magic. I have a video about that if you want to know how to help your produce last for like a ridiculously long amount of time because you're tired of wasting it and tired of it going bad before you're ready for it. I have a video for it. I'll put it up here in the cards, put it in the description box. It might change your life. It's changed mine. It's actually helped me to spend less. Not mad. And my food lasts longer. Not mad. Pretty much just not mad. It's good stuff. Number 8, I do not buy single serving packaged items. Applesauces that come in little containers, goldfish that come in a little doinger, chips in a little bag. Anything that comes in these tiny little individual bags costs tons more. Now I know life has it and some people need to do that, but that is something that I've chosen not to do. We might throw stuff into our own little plastic bag, but to be quite honest, we're home all the time. So it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to get those single servings when there's a bowl right there. Just saying. I was on Fox and Friends back at the beginning of last school year, 2022. We talked about ways to save money going back to school. And one of the things I told them was how much they can save just by packaging up their own food. Sometimes it's up to half. The amount of money that we spend on those prepackaged items can really, really add up. So to really save money and to make the most of our cabinet space and all of that stuff, we have chosen to package up our own goldfish and our own applesauce. And it's working pretty well. The next thing that I don't buy are holiday themed clothing, whether it be Christmas time, 4th of July, Valentine's Day. We try to use what we have. So let's pretend right now that it's Valentine's Day. See, I got these pink shirts. We just use it for that. If we happen to have a red shirt or a blue shirt that's already ready to go for Memorial Day or July 4th, then we just use those things. Clothing that can only be used one time isn't something that we invest in our family, although if we were to do that, our consignment store in town is amazing for holiday themed items. They put them right there on the end cap. You can go on in, pick them out, do your thing. But in our house, you just wear what you got, which often means getting pinched on St. Patrick's Day, but you know. Numero 10 of what we don't buy is soda. Soda is very tasty, I will say. And if we go to Chick-fil-A, we will get a soda. But generally in our house, we do not buy containers of soda, even if we're having people over. If people want to bring it, awesome. We offer water and coffee here at this establishment, sometimes tea if you're really nice. Soda is just not something that we buy. It's not something that we drink on the daily, so it doesn't come in. I will tell you though, when I was pregnant with Israel, we did used to buy soda, and man, for some reason when I was pregnant, I just really wanted soda, and I drank it a whole bunch, and it was real good. Number 11, the things that we don't buy organic food. Not because of any reason really, but oftentimes the price is quite high comparatively. And with our budget, it just doesn't quite fit in. Also, I have to say I haven't really done enough research to know the benefits of organic compared to just your store-bought stuff. I mean, I know what I've heard, but I haven't really looked into the science behind it. I've considered it before in the past, but I haven't really jumped on that bandwagon. And we're pretty happy with what we've got right now. So that's my thought. I have got to do my research on it and really see if it's worth the investment. But as of right now, we don't buy organic unless it's just like, oh, this is the only option and it fits into the budget. The next one is that we don't buy tons of cleaning products. We try to just get the basics that will get our home clean in the way that we enjoy it. So we've got some bathroom cleaner, we've got some things for the wood, dusting, the toilet. I've got some Windex in the kitchen because I've been using it over there. And then we have a nice like stainless steel cleaner that works beautifully. That's about it. That does the job in the house. A magic eraser thrown in there can be quite helpful. But for the most part, we keep it really simple. This is what we've got. We do have the disinfecting wipes, and let me tell you, I do love those. The ones from Sam's Club are beautiful, and they work so well. Actually, Better than name brand, just gonna say. So keep it simple. That's the story of my life. Keep it simple until Meghan makes it hard, but then I try to keep it simple again. You know, it's just like a cyclical weird thing that we have to do. Number 13, I don't buy a ton of makeup and hair products. I mean, I'm slightly ill natural, but we've got shampoo, conditioner, and a little bit of hairspray that can go a whole long way. For the skin, I always get my eyebrows because you wouldn't want to see me without that. A little bit of eyeliner, mascara, foundation, and bronzer. Then we're done. Sometimes I wear lipstick if I'm feeling frisky, but nothing else. I have no highlighter, no whatever, and maybe I should, but you know, I've just never been much into that. So I keep it simple. I do try to buy good quality hair care products and good quality makeup. And maybe the hairspray is not the best quality. I don't know. Number 14, in 2023, I am not buying tons of snacks. Like, this is our snack drawer. We have 5 kids. Because here's what happens. When you buy snacks, they want to eat snacks. When you don't buy snacks, they don't think about it very much. I do try to have some things. Like, we're not gonna go crazy. But there's also fruit, bananas. Oh, there's some croutons. See, that's not even snack stuff. We have fruit. We've got veggies if they want that too, maybe some yogurt in the fridge, but we keep the snacks to a minimum. That's something that we started this year along with the juice. And I've seen a great benefit to my budget for one. I've also seen them eating their meals better, and they just seem less obsessed with snacks. Snacks call to you. No matter what you're doing, you're like, I just ate a 5-course meal. I think I need a snack. There's something about it. So when it's not available, it doesn't come up on the brain cells all the time. So they still have a snack time, but it's very minimal, and they eat better at mealtime. Nobody's mad about that. Also, them and bananas are really good friends these days. I don't buy a ton of name brand items. I actually try to do store brand as much as possible. And some things are just better as the name brand, or there's not an alternative to it. But let me tell you what, store brand changed my life. People used to tell me all the time, Meghan, you should buy store brand. It's better, it's cheaper, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, nah, I like what I like, and we're just gonna stick with that. Well, when Mama really wanted to save some money and try to be adventurous, I went for it. And I have not been disappointed too many times. It's pretty amazing. So I compare my prices. Store brand oftentimes is the better option, and it tastes great. Now, I know some of you are gonna wanna say to me, Meghan, the store brand is just the same as the name brand. They just put a different label on that. It's not always true. It's not always the exact same thing. Sometimes it is, and they've worked out a deal to make a better price for the customer. But I will say that a lot of times it tastes just as good. Sometimes I can tell that there's a difference. They might be made by the same company with a different label, but they changed a little something in there, you know what I'm saying? And those things that we can't tolerate, well, we just move on to something else. But for the most part, store brand is the way to go. The next thing that I don't buy are clothes. Most of these things are years and years old. I have bought one thing this year. It's now May, closing in on June of 2023. I bought this dress right around Easter time. It's an investment piece. It's made out of linen, and I know that I'm gonna have it for a long time. But the vast majority of these things I have had for years and years and years and years. I know some people say you need to really invest in good quality clothes, which I agree, but you know what? Target has some good stuff. Like, there's a lot of Target in here. Pretty much all my dresses are from Target, minus this beauty. I gotta show you this guy. This guy I have had for at least 15 years. Do you remember back in the day when Target sold Converse items? Not just shoes, but like clothes, everything. I've had it that long and I love it. This is one of my favorite dresses, and I used to wear it for all the occasions. It was fantastic. I think the majority of us have those tried and true things that we just love, and we go back to them. So for me, that's what I do. I just go back to the same things all the time. I buy new stuff, and then for some reason I'm like, I'm not really into it. So I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know what it is that keeps me from buying clothes, budget, and I already have stuff, so why buy more? Number 17, kitchen gadgets. I don't have a lot of kitchen gadgets because like I'm old school, and I just think, you know, why do I gotta get more gadgets? I'll just use what I've got. And so everything that's in my arsenal are things that I use on the daily, and they get the job done. I have not had an instant where I've said to myself, I need this gadget to do this thing. Like I just use my knife, or I use the spoon, or whatever. I don't know. I think I must be like old fashioned, old school. I just don't get into the gadget world of something new. I like to just use what I have. and make it work. I'm a make it work kind of girl, you know what I'm saying? The last thing that I don't buy, guys, number 18, is salsa. I make my own now, and we are all in love. If you want that recipe, I will let you know what the recipe is if you want it. And it's just real good. When Marcus says it's good and the kids say it's good and they're happy with it, then I know that I have reached the pinnacle of motherhood and wifehood and homemaking hood. Like, I'm in the hood now because I made salsa that tastes good. And I just feel on top of the world, like I've won the lottery. All right, folks, that's it. 18 things that this mama doesn't buy in 2023. I would love to know, what are the things that you don't buy? Put those in the comments. Let's have a little chit chat about that. Things that other people buy that you're like, yeah, I just never saw the need for it. I just do what I got to do with what I got. So I hope that you guys have an amazing day. If you love saving money, if you love being productive, and you like keeping an organized home, welcome. This is the place for you. I would love for you to subscribe, hang out with us on the daily. Well, not the daily. I don't post a video every day, but I post a video a lot. And if you like videos like this, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. That would help me out a ton. You guys have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.